Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now my motivational moment for today goes back to a simple thought that I always keep in front of me on my desk. And it goes back, intelligence is the ability to apply knowledge. Now, people say, what do you mean by that, Greg? I'll break it down to you. People talk all the time, oh, this child is so smart, and this one is so smart, and that one is so smart. But sometimes we get ourselves plugged into the wrong thought pattern because we're looking at intelligence as something that's just basically someone can open up a book and break it down and do all these other things, and it's just so book smart. But do you understand there's so many different forms of intelligence? There's so many different forms of intelligence that just because a child learns in a particular way, and that may be in the they're the round peg, they're the round circle, and you trying to fit them into the square peg, and by you saying that, okay, they're not fitting here, that there's something wrong with them. No, maybe something wrong with you. Are you thinking outside the box? Are you trying to just peg everyone in there? So intelligence has always broken down to where it is shown to allow yourself to manifest who you are. See, there's different levels of intelligence. I believe that says I don't want to disrespect her because I know she was considered the first African American millionaire, and it had to do with hair products in the early 20th century. But come to find out, she didn't really have a formal education. So now, how did someone who didn't have a formal education become successful? Because there's different forms of intelligence. Henry Ford. When you think about Henry Ford, people think, oh, Henry Ford is the person who started the assembly line. No, there were others who actually helped with the concept. He was just smart enough. He wasn't as book smart. See, people break that down. He wasn't that book smart. But he had enough ingenuity and enough sense within himself to utilize his form of intelligence was putting the right pieces together and letting other people manage those pieces. You know what? Yeah, your concept for this is good, but if we do it in this particular way, we can streamline the process and get even more. And that's where all of a sudden you got so many levels of innovation that came out of the Ford factory. Why? Because Henry Ford didn't just allow what they said about his schooling to hold him back. And as Cheryl alluded to with our own child, we know that each one of those 6 expressions that came from our coming together, they have intelligence. They apply their intelligence in different ways. And that's why when I see one applied in a different way, and sometimes my kids will come to me and say, Dad, you got on this one, but you didn't really get on that one. I says, well, I'm applying a different part to you because you are who you are. I'm applying a different part to them or that one because I know who he or she is. Now, the worst thing I can ever do as a father is to say, oh, I'm just going to hit everyone with the same bat or the same words or the same way or the same delivery. No. Certain people get broken down quick. Some people get built up. They're different. Their difference or their capability has nothing to do with me as the receiver. It's up to me as the deliverer to say, you know, how am I going to apply what I know of this individual based on their intelligence level? I didn't say knowledge. I said on their intelligence level to navigate the situation. That's why intelligence is the application of knowledge. Now, we all have the ability to know so many different things. Your motivation for yourself is about gleaming information to make your life better, to make your walk, your path, the things that you're navigating better. Nobody wants to stay the same way. Nobody wants to be told that, okay, you can only go but so far. Who told you that lie? You have the ability through taking intelligence, and intelligence is being shown that it's the ability to apply knowledge. It's ability for you to take the knowledge that you've gleaned from. I don't care if you only got high school education. I don't care if you are a PhD. I don't care if you're somewhere in the middle. But if you're not applying what you know to make your life better, to make your situation better, to make those around you better, to make the world a little bit better, then you're not that smart. And you're really not that intelligent. So my motivational moment that I would like to leave you with for this particular episode is that I want you to respect your type of intelligence. Don't let someone, just because someone is a blue collar worker, there's certain blue collar workers I've seen do magic, and they don't have and they can run circles around a white collar person. But see, his manifestation, his gift, is in his hands. He may not necessarily be the person that's on the computer all day, but you put a piece of metal, a piece of wood, and all of a sudden they have a masterpiece in front of you. You're trying to figure out, like, wait a minute, how did this occur? I'm the one sitting here at the desk. Okay, but without that person down there, you cannot manifest. See, think like Henry Ford. Henry Ford had enough sense within himself to understand, I cannot do it all by myself. Let me figure out the plan. Let me allow my mindset, as you can tell, allow my mindset to allow others to succeed and be successful. And in the long run, it's going to benefit me. So please, if you take anything from us, from my particular motivational moment, is that allow yourself to apply the level of intelligence that you have and allow that to be the cusp of you being great.
Well, we're at the end of our hour now. It